Okay, we're on Sotah Perek Tet Mishnah Hey, 5th Mishnah, 9th chapter of Sotah. So now as we've discussed in the pasuk, let's go back to the psukim of Eglah Arufah, just to remind us where we're at. So the Torah says, okay, the Zikeinecha v'Shavtecha, they went and they measured to the closest city. So what should they do? The closest city to the dead body. The elders should take Eglat Batkar, Asher lo ubad ba, like a heifer, which wasn't worked, Asher lo mashcha ba'ol, which never drew a yoke. They bring it to a hard, rough valley, Asher lo ye'avedra v'lo yizariah, which cannot be plowed nor sown, and they should break its neck. We'll see how they do that in a minute. Let's go back to our Mishnah. The elders of Yerushalayim finished, okay, and they go back because they're only there to measure. That was their job. So then they say, okay, the elders of the city of Lod, you guys, your city, he's closest to your city. They have to bring this heifer. That was never done work and never pulled a yoke, because that's explicit in the pasuk, as we said. It doesn't have to be a pure animal. If it's blemished, that's not a problem. Meaning, this is not like a para aduma. And the para aduma says, that you have to have para aduma asher lo avad asher ein ba mum. It doesn't have a mum. And Chazal learn out, it can have a mum, but this can have a mum. Meaning, it doesn't have to be a perfect animal. Okay? You bring the animal down to this hard nachal. The Mishnah actually tells you, normally you wouldn't know what eitan means. What does eitan mean? Eitan means hard, strong. Let's look at the Bartunura for a second. The kasher. The Rambam says, chazak hahamshacha. The Rambam talks about, it's a nachal that has a strong flow of water. That's what nachal eitan means. What's a nachal in Israel is a wadi that has a flow of water. Rashi, on the other hand, it doesn't mean that it flows water. Rather, the Kahati says, Rashi says it means, like hard as rock. That there's no water there. So it depends on what the nature of the nachal is. Whatever, they bring the animal down to this nachal, either to the hard flowing nachal, or it's hard rocks. Okay? Nonetheless, even if it's not eitan, if it's not hard flowing water, that's not li'ikuva. Okay? That's not b'di'avad. If you don't have it, it's still kasher. You can still do the Eglah Arufah there. V'arpinoto bekupitz. A kupitz is a kind of like a long knife. So you cut out, you break its neck from behind, me'achorea, from behind. And so the animal, in a sense, the symbolism is obvious. You go to this hard, difficult place and you break the animal's neck. You take an animal that had potential, that could have been worked, that was never worked, you never did any work, and you break its neck and you can't even eat it. It's a waste. I.e., the person was killed here, which is a waste of life and a waste of potential. So we said, you break the animal's neck with a kopitz. I looked up a kopitz. It's a cleaver, at least in modern Hebrew. I think in ancient kopitz, it's probably, so they used a kopitz. It was a long knife that they used, a kind of meat cleaver, as it were. Okay? Umekoma asur milizra mila avod. And it's called the machalitan. So therefore, in the future, you're not allowed to, that nachal, you can never do planting there, and you can't la'avod, work the land. But mutali srok sham pishtan, you can use the place. You just can't work the land. So you can comb flax, ulanaker sham avanim, or use it as like a stone quarry to break rocks. Because the Torah said, Asher lo ye'aved v'lo yizariah, lo ye'aved, the place should not be worked and not be planted. Planting is gufo shel karka, it's with the land itself, with the actual dirt. That's all avodah that uses the actual the land itself of the nachal, that's prohibited. But you can use the nachal for other things. If it's not involved in planting of the land. Okay, we'll stop here. And as we always do, dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rasim Chamisa Kalman, who I just want to point out, remind you, if you want to, you can always find this and every other Mishnah on our website, mishnah.co. And there's a calendar that tells you what we're up to today. A lot of people bookmark it. Have a great day.